So, earlier today, I recorded 54 minutes of Minecraft. And, well, something happened. And you might be thinking, oh no, she lost the episode again. You know? We're like, what's going on now, okay? Did she forget to press record again? No. Did the video file get corrupted again? No. Well, then what happened? Spit it out. Well, I'll tell you what happened. You're watching what I recorded. The 54 minutes. Yes, you're watching it right now. The problem is that I had no audio. I had no audio, as in none of my talking, none of my voice was recorded along with this episode. Why, you might ask? Well, it's kind of complicated. But long story short, I mean, it's not complicated, but like there's a whole hullabaloo about it. Oh, here's where I can't get out the door. Basically, I use a different program to record Minecraft than I do any of my other things. And wait a second, 1 second. I think I'm right about to just, everyone hold. Ready? Okay, wait, maybe don't. I can keep talking for a second. Wait. Oh, no, I can't. Wait. Oh, okay. You guys are gonna all understand. You're gonna understand in a second. Okay, ready. Greetings. This is this, and I am me. And I believe last episode, these eggs were not here. Those little in the water there were not here. And this pen was not as big last episode. But I just expanded it a little bit because I'm going to be hanging around the base for some time. So I thought we could have some eggs sort of like incubating while I'm doing some work around the base here. That's what you guys would have heard when the episode started. We got a little Becky footage today, a little behind the scenes. Everything before I just said greetings was actually stuff that would not normally be in the episode. That's the preliminary 2 minutes that I usually have to start recording and just cut out at the beginning because, well, as you could see, the game was loading in and it looked like garbage. So, I thought we could just have that as a little extra, Otherwise the episode would be 52 minutes and you wouldn't want that now, would you? But anyway, back to my story. So, oh my god, I'm sorry, but the sheep are so loud, I must turn them down for myself. 1 moment, please. Actually, don't even wait. I'm still here, you're still here, because the less time that I make you guys wait, the less editing I have to do. And because I already spent 54 minutes recording it the first time, I'd really not like to have to spend a whole bunch of time recording it after this, because I already have to spend 54 more minutes recording right now, lest I want to make my editing process even longer. We can get to that in a moment. But anyway, have I made any sense yet? I'm not sure. What I'm trying to say is that, well, you see, I use a different video recording program to record Minecraft than I do any other game, because Minecraft would not work at all with the other program that I had at the time. So I decided to use a different program for Minecraft and went on with my life, and I've been doing it that way ever since. The problem is that with the other program for other games, if for some reason my microphone was not quote-unquote working properly, was not set up properly, I would have realized it immediately. It's the program that I'm using to record this voiceover right now, and I can tell that I'm talking. I can see that I'm talking. The other program, I don't really get to see that. I would have to check it at the start, if I so pleased. And it's quite funny because right at the start of this episode, before I was actually, recording the episode, but I had pressed record, those first 2 minutes that we were talking about, I thought to myself, is everything good? I even said, check, like I usually do to make sure that the microphone is on. But then I thought to myself, why am I saying check, check? Because I can't even see right now if the microphone is working or not. Like, I don't have a little, like, blip thing that I can see the voice going up. So why am I saying that? It's silly, you know? And then I thought, I should press Alt-Tab. And I should tab over to the recording software window before I get started and just double check to see that it is working. But I thought, that's silly as well. It's always working. I don't need to check it. And I went on, for the next 54 minutes to record. And of course it was not working. We all know that now. It was not. If you open up the program, basically, I have to plug my microphone in to get it to work, okay? And by the way, as if you couldn't tell right now, I am expanding the sheep pen. It is expanded. And now it is nighttime, and I need to run back inside. Oh God. Oh, I'm so scared. Oh, gee willikers, just sprint. Which button is the sprint button? Oh, there we go. Okay, sprint inside. What was I saying? Oh, that's a nice little ASMR sound. We'll get to the low talking ASMR point in a moment as well. Let me just do my obligatory fishing before I go to sleep. Also, depending on how this episode pans out, you guys might actually be getting more footage than you would originally be getting, much like I showed that part of the beginning clip, rather than stuff being cut out, because normally I would cut out this fishing part if I wasn't talking, and we would just move on to the daytime, but I am still busy talking, so we're going to keep it playing. Anyway, I have to plug my microphone in to get it to work, And with the one program that I don't use for Minecraft, if the microphone was not plugged in, I would see it immediately. And if my voice was not being picked up, I would see it immediately. With this other program, I would have to check, okay? With the Minecraft program, I would have to check to see it immediately. And I did not check. So, you have to plug the microphone in. And also, if you open the program when the microphone is not plugged in, it will reset to default. So you have to set it again to the correct microphone input. Clearly that's what happened. I opened that recording software at a time when the microphone was not plugged in, and then I closed it, and then I opened it just today to play Minecraft, and the microphone was plugged in, but I forgot that the setting had auto-changed back to default, right? So, therefore, I recorded the whole time, and I spoke into the microphone, but the recording software program did not know that I was, wanting them to capture that sound. So, yes, that is the result of, just this terrible, terrible tragedy. And I figured I had 4 choices. The first choice was forget about it, move on. Say, okay, no Minecraft episode. Let's skip to the next thing that has to be recorded. Throw that one away. The second option was, okay, well, you had no audio for that episode, so you're going to have to just record a new one. Just record a new episode, an hour, play another hour of Minecraft, and just get a whole new episode done, because that one clearly, you didn't have the voice, so you can't use it. I didn't really like either of those 2 options. My other 2 options were, I have this footage here. Normally when I lose an episode, like with Hollow Knight, I lose the footage, the gameplay footage. So, or, I lose everything. And, there has been a rare time in the past when it was for the game King's Quest. And it was, I think, one of the very first episodes. Maybe the first episode. If you heard that in the background, that was a humidifier bubbling. But anyway, you probably didn't hear it. I don't know. I think I'm getting too loud. Let me talk a little bit quieter. Sorry, my bad. There was an episode of King's Quest a while ago, it was forever ago, But basically the first episode of King's Quest, I lost the game footage, but I had my voice footage because I had my voice footage because I would record my voice with a video camera. Yeah, I know, crazy. I didn't have a microphone then. I used a video camcorder. And so that footage was fine, but the computer recording of the gameplay was not fine, and I really didn't want to lose my initial reactions that I had to this game that I was playing for the first time ever. So I replayed the entire game from the start. Like, I'd recorded 2 episodes in a row. I replayed all of them, trying, like, while listening to my own voiceover, trying to match up my character's movements in a way that would make sense. I know, crazy, but I did it. So normally that's the type of thing that happens, is you lose the gameplay footage, but you have the voice, or you lose everything. This was not that case. In this case, I had the gameplay footage, but I had no voice. So I thought, okay, well, I can use the gameplay footage and just completely record a whole new episode, commentating over it again, much like I'm doing right now, for the whole thing, and just sort of try and make it be like, you know, at this point I said, oh, free levels. I actually did say that. And, you know, I could recount everything that I had said and did and try to make it as authentic as possible. Or the second option, which is pretty much the option that you're getting here, is that we could just sort of recount the main points that happened in the original episode, and you guys are not going to see full, you know, content of what I was doing, but I'm going to highlight the main points of what we did, and we're going to have a fun little calm ASMR talking time while we're at it, because it is now late at night, because of course, you know, the recording was done earlier at a normal time, and then the editing should be done late at night, and it's like, okay, well, I can't edit it, there's no voice, right? So now I will speak quietly because it is nighttime, and calmly because it is nighttime. And also it's maybe just a more pleasing experience to not have me all worked up about the fact that, once again, my Minecraft episodes are garbage. But anyway, that explains the ASMR point. So yeah, I'm here. I was just talking about the mangrove root thing, you know, and how that looks like a normal tree, and it was planted next, or the beehive was put next to that normal tree. That wasn't the mangrove root. This was all the mangrove root, and that tree was actually there before. So I don't think I'm going to put the mangrove root into my tree farm at this point in time, because I still don't know if it's a tree or not. So I'm not even allocating space for it right now. I'm just going to go put it back in the chest, make sure it doesn't get lost, ruined somehow, and we're going to move on without it, because it looks like it wasn't even a tree that grew over there. It looks like it just grew like roots and vines around an already existing tree. Okay. So now that I've got the main talking points over, let's start getting to the meat of the episode. Basically what you've seen so far is that before the episode had even started, I think this is the point where I say, oh, here are all those leather boots. Or maybe I don't notice it at this point. I think I notice it later. Well, you can see that there are 2 pairs of leather boots in there already, and if you saw earlier when I was fishing, doing my obligatory night fishing until I catch a non-food item, you know, non-normal fish item, I got a pair of leather boots. I put it in another chest at this point, but we'll get back to that later. Yeah, so you saw at the beginning of the episode, I expanded the turtle pen the teensiest bit, and there are eggs that are incubating over there. We've also expanded the sheep pen because I had extra fencing. We also just expanded it by 1, but now the sheep have room. They're not crowded. They can move around. I believe what I said was, they're still too crowded for real sheep. I would feel terrible if they were real sheep in that amount of space. But when you look at the size of the pens that the other animals have, and you look at how much room those sheep have now, they can wander around without bumping into each other, and they can stretch their legs. Then also, we've gotten a little more of the tree farm fleshed out over there. Like, I got the coal from that little cave, that little hole, and we're going to cover that up soon enough. And I've expanded the ground a little bit more so that we have a little more room for, the tree farm. We needed more dirt, flat surface, so I worked on that for a little bit. Now, it's time to, it's time to try and get this greenhouse situated just a little bit. So, initially what I was thinking was that I know the cacti are out there, but they have to grow in sand, so that is why they are out there and not in the greenhouse. But some of these other things I have in my pockets, the bamboo, the berries, and there's one more thing. If I could open my inventory, then I would remember. I'm sure I will at some point. But I want to put them in this greenhouse just for the sake of, what is it? Berries? The watermelon, of course. Watermelon, berries, and bamboo. Just for the sake of aesthetics. I just want this greenhouse to look very greenhousey, very manufactured, straight rows of crops growing. It's not about efficiency. It's not about, do I even need this wheat growing here anymore? Do I need that many pumpkins? I don't really. I have enough stuff. This is basically just to sit here and look pretty, look like rows of crops. So I really do want these other new crops to be incorporated into this, which I guess is going to have to mean that I'm gonna have to expand my greenhouse. I don't have a lot of room, and I don't have a silk touch pickaxe, so I don't think it's going to be something I'm going to be doing anytime soon. It is not something that I work on this episode. I just harvest all these crops because it's been a long time, so I figured why not just grab some more. Until we get a pickaxe enchanted with silk touch, I'm not going to be able to work on this, because I need the glass enclosure to be bigger, and I need to get rid of the wall that's there already. I don't want to get rid of the wall unless I can save that glass. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to chill here and watch through all of this, and you guys will see me in a second when I skip to another relevant thing to talk about. And the reason I say I have to sit through this and watch all of it is because I don't want to have to work on resyncing up each clip. So I'm just, I could fast forward the video right now, I suppose, and just use this video, but then I'm using, recorded footage. Do I want to do that? I was going to use the original game footage and this voice, but I suppose I'm recording my whole screen right now with the video playing. No, I don't want to do it that way. So yeah, I don't want to have to sync up every time I skip forward in the video. I don't want to sync it back up to the original footage, so I have to watch through all 54 minutes without ever stopping it or fast forwarding it, so that then when I edit it, it will be easier for me, because I'm adding a whole extra hour onto my time. Yeah. It was at this point, I know it looks like I'm not doing anything, but at this point I was talking about my map and whether I wanted to make a new map at this cartography table that looks like my old map, that's centered the way that my old map was centered, or if I want to just keep this map. But the thing about this map that's kind of weird is that when I stand right here in this bunker, it's not actually on this map. As you can see, the dot is not an arrow anymore. We're too far to the west. So I was debating, do I want to make another map? Do I want to just use this map for now? And what we've decided is that I use this map for now, just because it doesn't really matter right now. I'm not really going anywhere or anything anyway. But at some point later in the episode, I will take this map out of my right hand or left hand, and just put it in my inventory. I don't need it out anymore, and then I will marvel at how much larger the screen looks because there's no map in the corner. Here is this food chest before I've really started to rearrange it. And now let's cut to after I've gotten rid of all the wool and dye and finished color coding it. Oh, wait, actually, sorry, we don't get to have a cool jump cut to the nice chest because it's randomly started raining. And obviously I have to keep this part in because it was a moment of the episode. Like, I was just organizing the chest, and then it was like, boom, it started raining. What the heck? Okay, now let's see the finished product. Okay, we're just about done here after many bouts of forgetting like one thing to be moved into a certain spot. That's pretty much all color-coded, except I put all the seeds down in the bottom, and I put those two weird random, like, non-food, but more like potion recipe items in the other bottom corner. And we've got our bamboo in there, we've got our tree saplings in there and everything. It's quite organized, and I took all of the dyes and wools out because I have a chest that stores those in my house. I did not need those here. Okay, next, what are we doing? I am putting stuff away, and I think I'm just heading back to my house now. I was like, okay, I've got 2 green stained glass here, and I have 2 lime stained glass at my chest in my other house, so obviously I don't have enough glass to do anything with right now, and also I don't have the silk touch pickaxe, so like I said, we can't work on that right now. I grabbed some dirt because I'm going to use that to fill in the hole and flatten out more of that area for our tree farm. Now we're heading back, and I was a little concerned to be heading back in the rain, but I was like, well, actually, I think if it was nighttime where there were enemies out, then they would still be out, but if it's daytime and it starts to rain, then we'll be totally fine, and there's no enemies. And then I was like, yeah, it looks to be pretty oh no, oh god, oh no, not the skeleton too. Okay, it's not fine, I believe is about how that went. But then I said, okay, run, I'm running away. If I run all the way around this way, they won't follow me, right? And I made it into my house safely. Spoiler alert. So, okay, we're back home, and now I've got to put the wool and the dyes away. We run into a slight problem called there's not going to be room for one of the colors of wool. The brown wool did not yet have a location in this chest, unfortunately, so we're gonna have to find some other place for it. I still have not found another place for it, so that is the most updated that we are in that situation. I really wish that there was space for just one more piece of wool, but the way I've laid everything out, it doesn't really seem like there will be. I could change something and squeeze it in there, but it looks so satisfying the way that it is right now that I really don't want to. All of the wool spots are like perfectly evenly spaced out. So it's like a spot for the wool, spot for the dye, and then spot for the thing that makes the dye. And it's very satisfying. I don't want to just stick the wool somewhere. So I'm not going to. We'll have to figure something out later. Ooh, spooky thunder and lightning. Basically this episode had a lot of organization, but it was needed. It's been a long time since we've really worked through all this and got things sorted out. These 2 chests that are in this room are very unorganized still. I'm gonna have to work on that in the future. Another thing that I worked on, well, maybe I shouldn't mention it yet because I don't know if it's the next thing that I'm going to be doing. What is the next thing I'm going to be doing? I mentioned, well, I could go to sleep now because there's a thunderstorm, but I'm not going to. So what do I actually do next? Oh, okay, so I do that right now? Basically, I'm looking at my house, trying to figure out what colors I want to use for one of those wool banners, because I want to make a wool banner for this house as well. I already have one at the bunker. It's pink and orange. So for this house, I've decided on cyan and yellow. And I thought, is that too matchy to go with the house? But, I decided it wasn't. So we're doing cyan wool with a yellow, stamp and we're using the flower charge banner pattern thingy-mabobber because it's the most tropical looking sort of thing really that I thought. Even though it's the same thing that's on my bunker, I figured it went for this house too. So I want to make this so that I can mark it on my map. And also it just is another like decor piece that's gonna look nice. So that's what I'm doing right now. Da-ding! There we have it. Okay, grab that, Devin. Grab that on out of there. Pull it. Yeah, there you go, and put it in. Okay, good. And then I've got to go and put it out in the front somewhere. I'm like, do I put it on my building or do I put it on the front walkway? Because I could put it on the building, and the building does need some help, you know, it really does. But I kind of think it should just go out on the front walkway probably. It's probably going to look better if I do a little something like... creepy bubble noise. If I do a little something like... Turn around! Do it! Do the thing! We're all waiting! Go! Okay. Sorry. Calm. ASMR calm. Like that. And then we put one on that side too. I just have to make another one, but I don't have the wool right now. I have to shear my sheep. And then it's like, ooh, that looks kind of cool, but should it be facing that way or sideways? I don't know. But it does look kind of cool. And then I just stick my map on it. I just have to somehow stick my map on it. Stick the map. Stick. There you go. And there, cool. Woo. Now my house is marked on this map until I lose it, inevitably. Okay. What next? I don't remember. Oh, right. There's a creeper over there, guys, and I almost died. It was right there creeping up on me when I was putting the banner down. I almost died. It would have been horrifying and terrible, but I didn't. But now, for the better part of the rest of the episode, I'm terrified to go out of my house because of the stupid creeper that's out there. So, yeah, that's something that I have to navigate around. Wow, look at all that cooked cod. But, yeah, I think I might shear the sheep next, but I'm not sure. I'll have to wait and see. Okay, I'm venturing out. I'm being brave. I do not like the creeper being in the front of my house, so I'm coming around the backside this way, and I'm going to put some sand where this dirt is and stay away from the creeper. So that's what I did next. I replaced 15 blocks of this dirt with sand. I know. Super fun. Super exciting. I actually distinctly remember I did not have my wits about me at this part. I distinctly singled out the inability to formulate proper thoughts and sentences because I was too stressed and concerned about the creeper and were other enemies creeping up behind me and killing me. So that happened, but I checked the perimeter and there's pretty much nothing here. So at this point I'm kind of fine, you know. I'm a little bit more comfortable at this point. Now I'm going to block off this hole like I said I was earlier, and yes, I'm leaving the torches down there. I just that's the way I'm doing it. So yeah, we just block off this whole thing, and I was like, do I want to leave the little like, you know, divot there? And I'm like, no, I don't want to leave that there. Okay, but oh, that block definitely needs to go. We should get rid of that one. Oh, and then oh my god, I'm so stupid, but at least it's funny. Because I fell in the hole that I had literally just covered up. It was much funnier the first time, maybe, or it probably wasn't funny that time either. Much like this low talking voice is probably not calming or comforting at all, and it's just very, very annoying. But, that's what the back button is for. You just click away. If you don't like it, you just click away and you're not still listening. So, surely everyone that's listening at this point is not that bothered by it. At the very least, hopefully they just think that it's funny, because that's the actual main point. It's for comedic effect, really. Okay, now I'm expanding the ground around my tree farm because although that was kind of the last line of trees that I was going to plan on doing for now, I know it's only 3, not 4, but they take up a lot of room when I do them this way anyway. That is all of that I wanted to do, but I realize I still need room for the fencing to go around the edge of it. So we are going to need to expand the ground a little bit more, which means we also need to expand it a little bit to the left, this way, which is why I said that this is a necessary destruction right here. This dirt that I'm taking away right now, calm down, it is necessary. I needed to get rid of it to put the fencing around. But then I said, don't worry, the overseer taketh, and then the overseer giveth back. I'm putting the dirt right back. I'm just relocating it. Okay, now is when I debate whether I should add a second entrance to my sheep pen or not, for situations exactly like today where I'm deathly afraid to go around to this side in case the creeper is lurking, but I made it inside anyway, and I've decided against adding the extra entrance for now. I probably should just add entrances, like another entrance and a gate on the other side of each of those pens so that I can go straight through. But anyway, now we're playing the sheep shearing game. Basically, the game is you start shearing sheep, and it's going to be tough if you don't have enough room in your inventory, but don't worry, I'll make enough room. You shear the sheep, you gather the wool, and the game is to try to shear all of the sheep and then get out of the pen while they all still don't have any more wool. You see, when you shear them, they can eat grass and grow their wool back. And so sometimes you shear them and then they immediately start growing their wool back again. I needed more room in my inventory, so I made some torches. So you gotta try and shear them all and then get out of the pen before you need to shear a new one. So I'm shearing, go, go, go. Grab the wool, shear, grab the wool, shear. Okay, and shear, and get out of the pen. Get out of the pen. How do I open the gate? Go, go, leave. Da-ding! Challenge complete! And I won the sheep shearing game. I got out of the pen before any of them grew back their wool. But, of course, as you can see, I actually only got 1 red wool, and then now that red sheep had the audacity to insult me by growing back its wool once the game was over, and so I only got 1 measly little piece of red wool from it. Maybe I won't ever need to use red wool, though, and it doesn't actually matter. I'm still too afraid to go to the start of my little path there, so I jump over this way and damage my armor in the process. Okay. So we successfully got to add a lot of wool to our wool stock, which is good because basically right now I needed those 7 cyan wools. I'm gonna actually need 6, but I needed that cyan wool to make the other banner. This was also the part where I was very convinced that there was definitely a demon underneath my house right now. I never figured it out, but it definitely sounds like there's something under there. Okay, I've got my other banner, and I am too scared to go and put it there right now because it is nighttime. So I once again fish before I sleep, and at this point I believe I very quickly catch 1 fish, 2 fish, and then something else maybe? Let's find out. 1 fish. Oh, just 1 fish, and then boots again. Another pair of boots. How in the heck are there that many pairs of boots in that tiny little pond in my house? I filled that pond with buckets of water myself. How did I not notice? Oh, here's where all the boots go. How did I not notice when I was bringing in pailfuls of water that there was multiple pairs of leather boots in the buckets? That's what I said. And it was at that point that I found where I was putting all of these leather boots. And so now I'm going looking for where are those boots I found earlier? Ah, here they are. Grab the leather boots, put them where the leather boots go. I'm building a real collection here. And then I say to myself, oh wow, look, I perfectly line them up in descending order of quality. Okay, and now I think I go and put that banner charge out, or the wool banner, out in front of my house. Let's see what it looks like. Waltz on out there. Stop eating. Waltz on out there and put that banner in place. Go on. Okay. Let's see, how does it look? How do you do, my partner? Oh, there we go. Yeah, so I think it looks a little bit imposing, but also kind of cool. So for now, I'm leaving it that way. I like it, but maybe I'll move them. Because the whole front of the house isn't really, like, done yet. Like, the house, actually. Not the pathway, but the actual house. I might want to add banners to it, or design or something of some kind. We haven't figured it out yet, so it's subject to change. I gotta put this buried treasure map away. I honestly don't really even know what else I did this episode. I know there are still about 8 minutes left, but I think I'm just about wrapping it up here. I was checking for the creeper. It seems to have despawned. So I think at this point I was considering possibly going mining again, because it's been a while and it would get me some more levels, but I don't want to leave the eggs. So for the time being, until those eggs hatch, I'm going to be sticking around my base, working on the house, working on the animal pens, and or working on that tree farm over there. We're going to be just dealing with these things for now. I know, maybe a little bit boring, but I want the eggs to hatch, and I also want levels, and I also want a saddle, so that's why I'm constantly fishing and trying not to die. Oh yes, this is one other thing that I did. I almost called it a garden sapling. My jungle sapling finally grew, so the only way I can get more jungle saplings is if I chop this one down so that it can give me some saplings. And I say, please, more than one sapling, please, more than one sapling. Oh, and then I got another sapling. So I'm just chopping it down so that I can get more saplings, so that I can plant more than one tree. And spoiler alert, I only got 2 saplings, so I got to replant the one that was already there, and we have one extra one growing now. But that's still more progress than before. So I'm going to try to be saving up some of the jungle wood, and then I still need to find the saplings that give you like the orange wood, the achara wood. I want some of those too, and then the jungle wood, and obviously if I ever get the stinking wood from the nether that gives you the pink wood, I'm thinking maybe doing some sort of wood feature piece of some kind. Like maybe it's just the flooring, or maybe it's a deck or something, I don't know, but maybe like a stripe pattern or checkerboard pattern, I don't know. I just feel like I might like to work with the orange toned wood, the pink toned wood from the nether, and then the jungle wood tone in some sort of part of my house, like not just picking one of those, but using all 3 of those in sort of like a multicolored pattern. I think that would look really cute. Possibly, but obviously right now I don't even have those woods to work with. I'm just getting a little bit of the jungle wood for the first time now. Excuse you? Okay, and so I can get the other one easy enough, the orange one. I know where that grows, like in terms of my Minecraft world. It's over, to the left right here. Like if I keep going straight right now, it's more that direction. We've been over that way a lot. So maybe I can get that over there, but I'm just gonna have to keep chopping, growing, and saving up to do a feature piece in that way. But I might switch out the spruce wood for any or all of those woods in some capacity. That was another idea I had. I'm getting one more spruce sapling, and then I look at the minecart rail and I say, you know what? I should finish this. I should finish this minecart rail. And then, boy howdy, I tell you what. Oh, I grabbed more dirt because I don't know why I didn't bring more dirt with me earlier for the tree farm. But I will tell you what. I searched in this stupid Minecraft table for like 300 years to find the minecart rail recipe. And I'm going to tell you right now, it just simply was not there. I searched back and forth. I changed different categories. I was looking everywhere for it, and I was like, guys, how many times have I scrolled past it? Like, am I really this dumb? But it turns out it actually just wasn't there for some reason, and so I just guessed it based off of what the other ones looked like with the iron on the sides, and I was like, okay, so it's probably like one stick in the middle, and I got it right, and so I made some rails. We'll see that in a second. Oh, I was marveling at how cute the other door options were, and so I was like, see, I should make other doors or something. But anyway, I guessed it. I made some rails, and then after I made the rails, they're like, new recipe unlocked, and they're showing me the rail, and I'm like, you can't unlock the recipe after I make it. That's not how this game works. Oh, also, I realized I can make cookies. Wow. I have chocolate now, so I have cocoa, so I can make chocolate chip cookies, and it's gonna be so fun, but I didn't make any right now. Okay, here I go. Also, I feel like how quickly I'm talking most of this episode is definitely downplaying the quote-unquote calming, low talking that I'm doing in terms of, the ASMR effects of it. But, I don't care because this is not actually supposed to be ASMR. Like I said, it's late right now, so I'm being respectful by speaking quietly. Okay, so we got 16 rails, and I was a little concerned because it's starting to get dark out, but I just slapped these on down real quick, and then I go back home, and this is just gonna be like a new reminder every time I walk past this, like, oh hey, oh yeah, those rails, I should work on that some more, and I'm gonna get that minecart rail put in place, guys, and it'll be good, and then I can zip right on home safely without having to worry. And yes, there will be like redstone rails where I need them, but I'm just laying the whole track down to get the general shape without them, so that I then know, where the powered ones are needed and blah, blah, blah. So I think that's it for this episode. There's one more thing that I can remember doing, but it's actually, once again, behind the scenes secret. It's actually, I was like, just eat some food and run. Because I didn't have sprint anymore and it was getting really dark, so I was scared. I actually, after I end the episode, I do just really quickly build another large chest. I put it in the treasure room, and I use that to store all of the multiple different types of wood and planks that I am now building up. I've got a lot of them now, and they need a place. So wood, and maybe even wood products, like up in that corner there, those pressure plates and planks, those will go in that other chest. But I'm not even sure if that's in this recording. Like, I don't know if I pressed stop recording, or if I just said bye. Oh, it looks like I do have it recorded. Okay, so in the original footage, you guys would not have seen this. I would have already said bye to you, so this is behind the scenes. I put the chest here, I put the wood in it. That's all for today. I'm so sorry that this happened this way, guys. But hopefully you're all caught up now. So thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you all in the next episode where everything goes smoothly, hopefully. Thank you so much for watching and listening and bearing with me. Bye-bye now.